Okay, we're live.
We're
Hi.
live. Okay. Hi. Welcome, everybody. Welcome again. So I'm James from Chongqing, and tonight I'm doing the live broadcast from another city in Chongqing municipality called Hechuan. And it's about a 40-50-minute drive north of the main city of Chongqing. And Kelly, how are you this evening?
I'm very good, and I'm here with my friends and also neighbors, and we are going to celebrate this New Year, Chinese New Year Eve together. And now I'm in his lovely home. Do you want me to take you guys a visit?
Oh yeah, please. I would love to. Yeah, please show us around.
Yeah. Oh, we can see over here that all of this house, this room are decorated, has been decorated as full of this festival oral. Yeah.
And was that a UK flag, a Union Jack I saw a moment ago?
Yeah, because my friend, this is my friend, my neighbor. His name is Norman. He is also from Britain, and his beautiful wife, his adorable daughter. Hi. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of a similar situation to me then, because I'm always married to a Chinese lady in Chongqing.
Yeah, later we're going to ask you guys about your feeling to celebrate this festival over here in China. And over here on the spot, they have to be passed up this fu, the tractor fu. Wow. So all the lights. And
yeah, so
they
I
have
saw
been put this spring flowers over here. All these flowers just for this spring festival.
Okay, and I can see the news is on at the moment, but I think kind of around this time, I think we're very close to when the New Year gala. Is it 7 o'clock?
Yeah.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. It's
8 o'clock. Okay, we're still 1 hour away.
I'm going to show you their lovely balcony. Yeah, there has been light up this red lanterns. It's also one of the most important elements for this spring festival.
Yeah, so Kelly, why do people like the so much at this time of year?
Excuse me, I didn't hear you. Yeah, I didn't hear you quite clearly.
Yeah, I mean, I love that view. And I know you just mentioned ago, that's Gongyan Bridge, right? So that kind of connects Nanping and Zhoulianpo districts kind of in the south of the city. Is that right?
Yes, yes. Yeah, it's Zhoulian Bridge. Can you see that?
Yes, and actually down below you, is there a hot spring resort called Bandao? Bandao,
yeah.
Yeah, I've been there before. And yeah, I love it there because it's right next to the river, and when you're there at the hot springs, you can actually see that bridge. Yeah, so it's a pretty nice place to go.
And let's see, they have a lot of the pots of these flowers, very fresh. They just bought this for this to decorate the spring festival.
Okay, yeah, that looks really beautiful. So yeah, Norman's quite the.
Yeah, let's see the whole house owner, Norman.
Hello.
Hello, Norman. Right. Yeah, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too.
Yeah. So is this your first time to celebrate the spring festival here?
Not my first. I've been, as you know, lived here for a while, so obviously I've not only celebrated it here, but also one time in Thailand, and maybe 2 or 3 times in the Middle East, and specifically Abu Dhabi. We celebrated the Chinese New Year. But this one's a special one because it's a really good festival occasion.
Yeah. So what's your impression on this festival to celebrate in this city?
Well, it's fantastic. It's really, you know, it's as good as Christmas, sort of thing. You know, it's good it's as good as Christmas. You know, I mean, these people are so lucky that they have 2 Christmases, whereas in Europe you only have 1. So they have twice as much fun here. And of course, it's a good time where people can meet the families, enjoy life, and enjoy the Spring Festival. So, okay.
How about you, James? Can you share your impressions about this Spring Festival with our audience? Hello, James.
Oh yeah. Can you say that again? I've got a sound quality problem again.
Okay. Could you share your impressions on the Spring Festival with us in Chongqing? I love
Okay.
your
I don't hear the question all that clearly, but I know it's about the Spring Festival. But I first came to China in 2003, so I think in my case this must be about my 12th or 13th Chinese New Year at least. So I think in my case it's almost taking the place of Christmas because you know, kind of in China, you know, Chongqing around Christmas time, you don't really get the same I mean, of course, in some places, you know, you get all the Christmas decorations. You know, some of the malls have a tree or something like that.
Sure, yeah.
But really, apart from that, it kind of feels like an ordinary work day, like for most people. So we lived out here for so long. You know, the Chinese New Year has kind of taken the place of Christmas.
Yeah. But there's still there's the Christmas spirit in the shops in December, you know. So and people are happy anyhow. So really, it's good.
Yeah, that's right, and it's like a very happy occasion here. And actually, the place I'm in at the moment belongs to like a family here in Hechuan. The original intention was to actually be home at this very moment, but it's my hope that in a little while they're going to come like crashing back in through the door, and things should be a little bit more lively.
Yeah. So today, you know, it's a New Year. It's Chinese New Year Eve, and we are going to have this reunion dinner. It's a fancy dinners, and we are going to. We're going back to our topic about show to our audience about our reunion dinners.
Yes.
And today I have some traditional food, especially, you know, to just display our Chongqing's features. So we have our featured food like a hot pot and also some dumplings from the lost parts of China. You know, in the lost part of China, they will eat the dumplings and also some other food. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Again, I can't hear really what you're saying. I think it's a problem with my my browser on my iPhone. But anyway, I mean, I'll take this moment. I'll also talk about some of my New Year's experiences in Chongqing and how it's changed over the years, and some of it's completely unconnected to what you've just mentioned. But you know, back in 2003, I think what was very different is that, you know, at that in the days leading up to the Chinese New Year, you know, you find stalls everywhere, and you know they'd be completely full of, you know, these big reels of firecrackers and fireworks.
Yeah, no more.
Yeah, also the little firecrackers that you can light and you can throw and you can run away and they cover your ears and they explode. And you always get these like little naughty kids who would buy them and they kind of like light them behind you and then throw them at the bottom of your feet and they go poof. And like really like they scare the they scared the hell out of you basically. So I remember in those first years in Chongqing, it was kind of a lot more crazy because as it approached midnight, you know, just people would be setting up fireworks in their balconies, you know, in the corridors, you know, the stairways, you know, all over the district, and basically it was kind of like anything goes. You know, anybody could buy them, and they could just set them off, you know, any way they liked. So, and I just remember the first few years, even in the main city of Chongqing. Once, you know, midnight had passed and all the firecrackers were going off at the same time, you know, you would have this huge, chorus of noise, and you could be anything. And then within a few minutes, there'd be so much, you know, smoke that the visibility in the city, you know, if you were driving, you know, you could barely see, you know, the road ahead of you. You know, it was so thick, the smoke. And the fog. But you know, over the years, and I think for me, this is one of the big things that have changed. It's that kind of year by year, they started kind of controlling who can buy the fireworks, you know, when they can buy them.
For the last 4 years, I think.
Yeah, particularly the last few years. So I think like nowadays it's very strict. in a way kind of a lot more civilized. So even at the moment, normally about, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, it would be like really noisy outside, fireworks going off everywhere. But really, it's very quiet at the moment. So even in the smaller cities of Chongqing, I feel that, it's kind of become a little bit more civilized in that respect. And these standards come back as well. That's perfect.
Yeah, let's come back.
Yeah. So, yes.
I fully expect that usually across the river,
Okay,
they usually have a firework display. So we'll see. We'll see at midnight. But, as I said, usually across the river they have a firework display. So we'll see what's happening. I've not heard anything for the last few years.
But just recently we are not allowed to set off the firecrackers. But you can set off the firecrackers in other counties.
Okay.
Or in the villages.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It is tradition. It's supposed to keep the ghosts away, scare away spirits.
Yes. So
history of it, so.
Yeah. Can we doing to show them that
the food? Yes.
Yes.
My wine is getting warm.
Yeah. So this is our Chinese New Year Eve's dinner.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that looks great indeed. It looks like you've got much more than we have here actually at the moment, because, a lot of the family members have actually gone out for the New Year's dinner this evening.
Yeah, like this hot pot, it's very traditional, very Chongqing style. Yeah. So can you tell us about this? Have you ever tasted about this hot pot?
I like hot pot.
Roman,
Yes.
就是 if you want to just recommend some dishes to our audience about this reunion dinner in this Chinese New Year Eve, what kind of dish do you
I like the shrimp or the sha. I like the sha, the meatballs.
Okay, that is
the mogo, the mushrooms. So it's all good. There's obviously fish there, which is traditional. Traditional fish.
Yes.
It's all good. So
yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
He will recommend this fish, shrimp.
Yep.
And
meatballs.
Meatballs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, all of this, and the hot pot is also your favorite.
Oh yes.
Can you eat this kind of spicy food?
No problem.
No problem.
No problem at all.
Yeah. How about you, James?
Yes, no problem. And as you ask me all the time, do you like Englishmen, like spicy food? I actually say, like in England, we're kind of very cosmopolitan. So, from an early age, I tasted not only Chinese food, but also Indian, Thai, Mexican, things like that, and, their food is also very spicy. So, I really grew up in England, with a big taste for spicy food. So the moment go I arrived in Chongqing, it was never a problem.
Yeah, well, I think compounded by the fact that for about 25 years, I lived in the Middle East. So I got used to Indian and spicy food quite easily there, So, but you're quite right. Even before I moved to the Middle East, I used to enjoy the Chinese food and Indian food in my hometown, Manchester, which has a huge Chinatown, of course.
Okay, you're not very far from me. So I grew up in Leicester, maybe about an hour and a half from you over there. And of course, in India as well, we also have a really big Indian population. So maybe about 1/4 of the population in the kind of in the city centre, and they have an area. I think it's like around Belgrave Street. If you go there, I mean, it's almost all Indian, and around the time of Diwali as well, they also put up all the lights. So in a way, that's kind of similar to all the lanterns we get around this time. Yeah.
No, so I think we've had a similar upbringing. So it's good. But I do like the hot pots. So it's something that I look forward to. And xiaomin.
Yeah, xiaomian.
I like xiaomin as well.
Xiaomian is also as a very traditional, very Chongqing style food.
Which is noodles.
Yeah,
the small noodles. Yeah, I love those.
Yeah. So xiaomin, at least once a week, at least. We'll go out to the shops and
Yeah.
Get this Chongqing.
Yeah, and just as we have said that we have this traditional food like hot pot to celebrate this New Year Eve dinner. Why? Just because also hot pot means stand for this prosperity because it's the color is red and it's spicy. It means also can bring some good luck and also the completement achievement for this let's see year. You will be after you if you eat hot pot in this New Year Eve dinner, which means it will be is some sort of good luck to you. You'll be success next year.
That's good.
Yeah, it's very good, conveys very good meanings. And also over here, okay, our audience and content optimist. This most food is very bland in comparison and a little too low heat. You can indeed get used to hot food to some degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Read it properly.
Yeah.
Most Western food is very bland. Yeah, well, that's understandable because the most historically speaking, the food grown in England is either like carrots, potatoes. There's nothing really spicy because we haven't got the climate to grow spicy food. So historically speaking, we never had spicy food.
But about the Indian food.
Yeah, I'm talking historically.
Oh yes.
Historically, forever, there's been spices in China. Spices were only introduced in England maybe 200 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
And then they were too expensive for normal people to afford.
Yeah, I see.
So the guy that wrote that is quite right. It is very bland in comparison. But that is because of the climate.
Yeah. I will ask you guys about a question that which colors or what kind of colors you will choose for this food, for this on this table or on this special occasion table dinner. What kind of colors you will choose to describe it?
I'm speaking for you. Obviously, red is a traditionally good look. I've got red wine, so
yeah, red wine.
I've got the red wine on the goes.
Yeah, yes.
So
yeah.
Well, as I say, the
how about the gems?
So the colours.
Yeah, colors to describe the food we served on this Chinese New Year Eve table dinner. What kind of colors you are going to use to describe it?
So I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, if you have over there, I see a lot of red, of course. Yeah, and quite a bit of yellow as well. I can see.
Yes.
That's just the cutlery.
Yeah, yellow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can maybe see the tripe. Yeah. I mean, very rich variety of colours, and also maybe some pumpkin as well, a bit of orange as well. Yeah, and also the shallots as well. You can see those. So a nice green colour.
Yeah, because like we our Chinese just choose this kind of color. Just red means a joyful color, especially for this festival occasion, and the yellow means for good fortune too. And so on this occasion, Chinese people will serve just this kinds of color food to people. And hello, Catherine. Catherine just is a bon appetit.
Oh,
Yeah. Also our friends,
our fans. Yeah. Bon appetit is French. So is Catherine French?
There is a lot of color contrast.
Oh yes, yes, beautiful. Yeah.
And also we got this is a very traditional food. This is sausage. This is Chinese sausage, and this is this smoked pork.
I tried that earlier on today.
You like it?
Lovely.
Yeah, this is very traditional. We will serve it on our this evening dinners. Because why? Because like before in the village, the people before this Chinese New Year, people will kill the pig and kill the swine to serve the meat on the table.
Okay.
And some meat they cannot consume the item once, so they will smoke it. It will last longer.
Yes, I understand.
Yes, and this is some kind of food is dispensable.
I tried that earlier today. The stool piece.
Yes.
It was very tasty.
Yes.
So,
How about you, James? Do you like this Chinese sausage and smoked meat? Hello, James.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. The sound has gone a bit funny for me again as well. So in a moment, I'm going to give you the tour of the house here, but also we're going to see if we can introduce like a family member as well. So Yo Yo, 要不要来上直播吗? Want to come here? Hear that? Okay, yeah. So this young lady here with me tonight is actually my wife's niece. So this is Yo Yo. So 就是有很多国际的朋友在能够看到你啊。So say hello. So,
Hi.
what's your name?
My
name is Norman.
Okay, and to say Happy New Year. 祝大家新年快乐吗
Happy New Year.
Okay, and how old are
新
you?
年快乐。
11.
11. Getting so difficult already. All right. So again, I still can't hear you all that well. So what I'm going to do is to just take you to have a look around. And behind me as well, we've got like a big dinner, like Norman and his family has. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, Happy New Year. But we do have something to show you. We're going to be making some rice balls. So I can hear the blender whizzing away. So we're getting the ingredients ready. But I'm just going to quickly show you around. So of course we've got the TV for watching the gala a little bit later. Over here, we've got our own mahjong table. So perhaps a little bit later when the family comes back, we'll be getting some games with that a little bit later. We also mentioned we like the color red as well. So we got a couple of decorations over here. Probably these haven't been put up yet.
Oh,
But,
please.
Okay, and then over here, we've started making the rice balls.
Rice balls.
Yeah, so I'm going. I still can't hear very clearly. Okay, so that's my sister-in-law and her husband here.
You're making dumplings, right?
Yeah, 就是意想效果不是特别好。Okay, but I can. Okay, excellent. So can show got. So when we make the rice balls, so what you can see here, we need some glutinous rice flour, which we have in this bowl, and then if you add some water to it, so just get this back up. Okay, so we have the glutinous rice balls over here. So first we added some water, and it goes. So you water, and then you can shape them into these ball shapes here. And then over here we have the filling. So we have a so 这个是什么馅料啊？肉，猪肉和就是拌了什么蔬菜啊？这是小葱吗？
小葱。
韭葱。Okay, yes, some spring onions with that, and we use the blender. So as we can see here, hopefully you can see clearly. You take one of the glutinous rice balls. You can make a hot, then you put some of the filling inside, and then with a little bit of water around the edges, you kind of fold it into the ball shape again. And once we've got enough ready, we're going to put in some water. And even though it's not quite as exciting as Norman's dinner over there, but it is going to be very nice. And I can tell you that these balls are also very tasty and filling at the same time. Okay, and then over here, yeah. So we've got a here. Hello.
Hello. It's foreign.
The beauty of rice balls is that you can fill it with anything, creating unique combinations that can be wrapped into algae.
What's it?
Algae.
Okay, yeah. So maybe the signal was a bit weak over in that corner. Yeah, but so we were just using the blender in the corner there to kind of mix up the was it the jiaozi? Oh, you're making some dumplings as well.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so we're not only making rice balls, we're also making dumplings as well. But to make the dough, the rice balls, we make the dough by hand, just by mixing some water with the glutinous rice flour. But with the dumplings, actually, we can use the Thermomix over there, can't we? So that kind of does the hot flour, so it mixes the flour and the water. And I think a bit later we're going to use the same filling for that. Right, so slice this up a moment.
Are you having? No, that's all.
No, we don't.
Right.
的
就上了这里的无线，但是效果还好，但是我觉得这个音响效果的问题，就是我手机浏览器的问题。Okay, I think I can hear you again actually.
Yeah, this is the food we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there's people what's known as trolley.
Wait, yeah.
Trolley.
We have this chicken wings and the pots. And also we had also have this traditional food that we serve in. This is dumplings, but this time we made it very special. It looks like this traditional Chinese money. You know, in ancient time, Chinese people just like this shape of money to buy things, and now we make it into this shape means we will. It's a good meaning. Means next year we will have a lot of fortune, and which people just like this, like that, and this golden one. Is just means a lot of money, a lot of toys. Like that. Yeah. Thank you, Norman.
So did you make the dumplings by hand?
Yeah, we made this dumpling by hand. Not a machine. Just they are totally different from the tradition. The dumplings we usually see. Make it a special shape.
Yeah, so the same here. I mean, especially during the New Year, we always make the rice balls and the dumplings by hand because there's a lot of symbolism involved as well. So you know, that also kind of symbolizes family unity as well, doesn't it? So I'm making them together.
Oh, okay, I see. And reported by media and tribal. Happy New Year's Eve, everyone. Happy New Year's to you. And here we got also this fish. And I think at this time, you know, every Chinese dinner table, they got the fish. Why? Because the fish means that you have this, next year, you have got more to spare, for the more fortune to spare, and the more good things to spare. You know, you want to use them out. Happy Captain Anna. Am I spelling it right? Happy Chinese New Year. Happy to you too.
Thank
And
you.
all, yeah, happy. And we also have this round, a lot of round meats. Round means just achievement. Just a fulfillment like that. Just like you guys are making this rice ball.
Yeah, that's right. So I'm going to get my hands dirty with this in a moment. But we've got some other things here as well. So what kind of oil is in here? Because we're going to be using this for...
Yes, true. Making them by hands tastes better than making them by this machine.
Okay, yeah. So this is rapeseed oil we're using to make the dumplings. Is that right?
Because it's too sticky.
Yeah, because the dough that we use is very sticky. So often sometimes instead of water, if you use a bit of the rapeseed oil, it kind of makes it a little bit easier. And also, what's kind of interesting as well, because the dough is normally a white color. But I'm going to show you. This is the dough we've made, so we can see it's a green color. So do you know why this dough is green? Do you know what we've mixed in?
Spinach.
Yeah, spot on. Yeah, and it gives you this lovely green color. So I'm just going to go and wash my hands, and then I'm going to get stuck in it as well.
那其实可以加在那个面粉太稀了。
Yeah, they are making this rice bowl with.
Nana's sending a message.
Sticky. I mix. I don't know.
Sending a message about the name of the fish.
Oh, there's enough flour in it.
I will find.
She said the
So
fish is
what do you want me to do?
放在这里。
Oh, just put this here.
Yeah, so she's writing it now. So
Oh, okay, put some more flour in.
57 people are looking at it.
因为小米机器在这里啊。
They are making this rice bowl with this green dough, but this mixed with the spinach inside. That I will show that.
We'll finish it quickly.
Yeah. As a fresh spinach has an earthy flavor you don't get from frozen spinach. Yeah.
All fresh.
别个那个真拿着走好那个
Yeah.
嘛，
Especially
Like
Chinese, we like to use this.
他是拿
哦，这是也是个英国，也是英国。
Happy Chinese New Year to all Chinese family. Happy Chinese New Year to you too.
Yes.
也在家，
Thank you for
对对对，
enjoying
他叫你。
happily with us.
在家里可以。
Oh man, no more there.
The rest is. I'm not sure if this is Chinese pronouns. The same as this.
Yes, and also from our side as well, a very warm welcome to all of the guests joining our live stream this evening. So yeah, I've also been to Germany as well. I saw the Alchemist there, and also a warm welcome to Armila Flores and Delaney Nayers on as well, and also over in Thailand as well. Yeah, thank you very much for joining us.
People in Thailand.
Yeah. Yeah, people in Thailand also, other parts of the Asian country. Yeah.
I mean, my friend in England is watching this.
Okay, so I think maybe I'll try my hand at making one of these as well. So 这些还没有准备好吧？
准备了。
Oh, okay. So I'm not very experienced at this, but I'm going to. Okay, I'm going to move in the middle. So I've made these before, but I'm not the most experienced with making rice balls. So I'm going to give this a try. So just make this into a circle like this. Okay, and then push a hollow in the middle. Make sure you can all see it. Okay, so you can see we've got the hollow here. Then we've got some of our filling. So a little bit, but not too much in the middle.
Hello to the.
I can tell you as well, it's kind of a bit tricky if you don't have a lot of practice.
Happy New Year to you
So
too.
kind of making a bit of a meal of this one.
Thank you for watching the show with us. Share the happiness of the Chinese New Year.
Okay, so I've just about sealed this. I'm going to roll it again, and then I'm going to show you how I've done. I know this is broken up. What's that? Oh no, I'm not doing too well. So I've rolled it up, and it's actually broken. So I'm going to keep working on it.
This reporter Fly Media and Travel. Thank you very much. To
你
show
弄
that.
那个，你拿那个。
在美女圈
So,
It's a little bit frozen.
oh,
Yeah.
Happy
Happy
New
New
Year
Year
to
to hardworking, awesome people of the Chinese Republic. More grace for higher heights.
他们是用火锅做那个饺子，我看是吧？火锅也。
Void Wow.
Okay, so I haven't done too great a job. It's not really a very shape, but it's going to be perfectly edible. So that's the positive I'm going to be taking away tonight.
Usually Chinese people will, spend the whole day to prepare for their food. It's some sort of ritual for Chinese people to do it. Like the Western countries to celebrate the Christmas.
Okay, I put a little bit less filling in this one. So this is going to be the last one I'll try. The last rice ball anyway.
Rice. So do you have rice ball before? Yes. The feeling sometimes do you like this sweet feeling or the
Sometimes I feel the sesame.
So
this one is actually so much better. The second time looking in my case.
What's that for breakfast?
How about this? Have you tried this rice ball with the meat, the salted pork?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out.
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, I've got food in me.
Okay.
I've been stealing food. Yes. Yes, we've tried the rice balls. And, they're delicious. You have them with sesame in the morning as part of the breakfast. And also, later in the day, you can put, as you see, the other stuff inside. And they're delicious.
Yeah.
Easy to make.
Okay, I think I've got the hang of it now. So this is another half decent one I've managed to make. Okay, so we'll come back to those and we'll show you a bit later what it is. So I'm going to go over back into the living room and sit down here.
Hi, James.
Okay, yes, I'm back.
Yeah.
A bit later as well, are you going to be playing any games like Mahjong or Beat the Landlord?
Yeah. We also can. We also will play the mahjong later, or maybe then you guys have another Chinese game to play in the Britain. Hi, Raymond. Oh yeah, this one. But it's a frozen one.
Oh, Tangyuan.
Yeah, it's sesame. It's sesame rice with the fillings, the sesame, sweet one.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy them ready-made, and I did actually notice on our live stream at Changjiahui just a few days ago, in some of the shops there, they actually have a big variety of fillings as well. Also fillings like not only sesame, peanuts, but also other ones like rose as well, and other things. Yeah, so a really big variety, different colours of fillings you can buy. And sometimes if it's just me at home, I might just be tempted to buy these ready foods at the supermarket. But it's fun at this time of year to actually get together and
of course.
Yourselves.
Well, sometimes you haven't got the time.
Yeah,
that's for breakfast. So I'm retired, but if you're working, you haven't always got the time to prepare food. You just go to the fridge.
Yeah, exactly. I do that a lot as well.
So,
just like we just mentioned after we have this dinner, we will just play Chinese people will play mahjong or watch this New Year gala. So what will you do, James?
The plan is so in the little while, we're going to cook up the dumplings and the rice balls and going to find out. They should be really nice because my family here, they make them very often. So they're going to be really nice. Again, we're going to be watching the New Year Gala as well, which will be starting very soon. And already seen the mahjong table, and also a bit later when some more relatives are here, we're going to get the cards out and play some Beat the Land as well. So they're really into the big classic games, particularly those two. So a little bit later, I'm going to try and play myself. But they're very skilled. I'm very clumsy. I have a big problem with paying attention as well. So often I find, even though I know the rules of mahjong, if I play, often I find myself losing most of the time, just because their reactions are so fast. And when I'm playing the game as well, I'm just very easily distracted as well. So it's just very difficult for me to keep up with the rhythm of the game. But with Beat the Landlord, that's kind of a bit easier. It's your turn. You have a bit more time to think about it. So a bit later, I think I'm definitely going to play with some relatives. Although maybe I don't dare bet too much as well, because again, they're kind of experts at this game and amateur basically. Okay, yeah. So it looks like Kelly just dropped out. Should be in a few moments. So until she comes back, so I'm just going to go through some of the comments as well. So thank you very much if you're joining us. So let's see, what do we have? Yeah, so happy yeah as well. Is that maybe from Georgia? I don't recognise the writing. Yeah, also Sahid, Amir, Lasantha, Nidaleus, Lasantha.
Yeah.
Is that okay? And we've got another young fellow back with us as well. Yeah, you're going to say hello. Take a hello. Is that right?
Pizza.
Just now, hi James, we just shared this about what we are going to do after this meal, and most of Chinese people will later watch this Chinese New Year drama, and some of the you just play mahjong as some entertainment. So can you both of you just play mahjong?
Yeah, again, the sound has cut out a little bit for me as well. So just saying a bit later, we're going to play some games. We're going to stay here, I think, until night, and then after that, probably going to take maybe a quick drive home after that. And then over the next few days, tomorrow we're going to be in Hotran again, and there are a couple of new experiences here that I want to give a to as well. So, like in Chongqing, how you can go on the little night cruises along the Yangtze and the Jialing rivers. Actually, now in Hotran, between Hotran and Chongqing, there was a dam built about 10 years ago called Taojie, and the water levels have kind of risen a lot in Hotran as well. So much so that they've actually set up a river cruise as well. And Hotran is known as the city of rivers. So we have the Jialing River, the Chu River, and also the Fu River. So I think that tomorrow we're going to go on one of the cruise boats and going to sail along these few rivers and have a look at the nice river views. And maybe the rest of the day we'll have lunch and some dinner. Then also something we really enjoy doing here is in the evenings we can go to some of the tea houses that are set up alongside the river as well. And the city is really lit up very beautifully at night time. Even when it's not the spring festival as well, the riverside is really lovely, really nicely landscaped and decorated. So really nice vacation at night to sit down and enjoy each other's company over a cup of Chinese tea and also some traditional games as well.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're going to have a really good time.
So what will you do? Just
Is it Hurong Caves?
Hongyadong Caves,
Yeah,
yes.
we'll go there.
Hongyadong.
It's an interesting shopping area, really. Very historical, so on my different page.
Yeah.
So that's what we'll do. We won't do any night cruises. We'll see. See what the boss says. What Nini says goes. So.
Oh yeah, the sound isn't too great again on my side here. But but again, sorry if this is completely unrelated to what you're saying. But then after tomorrow, our plan is to return back to Chongqing, and we're going to also spend some time with some other friends we have over there. So going to try and enjoy the holiday. And actually, I'm on duty as well tomorrow, so I also got to keep one eye on some work I have to finish at the same time.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
I'm
you're
lucky,
back. I can hear you
I'm
again.
retired, so I'm lucky. But,
Yeah, well, still a few years left for me, but getting fewer by year now.
But I remember not last year, but the year before. I mean, every day for well over a week, we went to different houses and different parties. It was really, really good. I remember it well.
Yes.
Not last year, the year before.
Yes, I think just in China, we just during the Spring Festival, we just move from one family to another family to have big dinners.
There's at least 7 parties, one every day for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good fun.
Yeah, I mean, it's the tours over here. So most of the family is in Wuhan, and another like family unit is actually in the same residential complex. Literally, like about a 20-minute, literally a 20-meter walk out of the door. It's just about opposite there. Yeah, it's their house as well. So I'm sure in the next day or two, it'll be their turn to invite everybody over, and then the family over here is really big. I think my wife's parents, they have like 5 or 6 siblings each. So as you can imagine, it's quite some work to actually go to everybody's home to celebrate. But it's nice to be able to do it this year because actually in the past years over the Spring Festival, me, my wife, and my children haven't actually been in Chongqing. In the past, we've often taken the opportunity to do something else we really love, which is to go on a road trip. So last instead of staying in Chongqing, we did a road trip to Hainan province. So it's about maybe a 3,000-kilometer round trip. So we went to the south coast, went on the ferry, went onto Hainan Island. So we had the New Year in the hot sunshine. And then also in the year before that, to the southern border in Yunnan province with us. So that was a similar distance as well. But if you go that far south, you also get the lovely climates there as well. But a different feeling to Hainan. Hainan is very tropical, but still very Chinese. At the same time, if you go to Xishuangbanna in the south of Yunnan, it has that very strong, Southeast Asian feel to it as well. So actually, after going out and about much the last few years, it's actually quite nice to spend the new year in Chongqing for once.
Yeah, well, it's enjoyable here, and as you may know, my wife was born here, and well, in this area. So we've got lots of friends here.
Yeah.
And relations, of course.
Sure.
Yeah, so hence we tend to go to lots of parties. So good.
Yeah. Happy. This is Elsa Fatima.
Lots of Fatima. That's Arabic.
Yeah.
Before was Nigeria.
Oh. Happy New Year, Eve. Chongqing. Happy New Year to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Happy New Year to you too. Yes.
You want to speak?
Yeah, so Happy New Year again, to Pipina.
Yeah. Yes, his beautiful wife, and just all of this decorations and these meals will attribute to her. She will take the credits. She is do the truth as well. She has taken a lot of efforts to clean the house and make all these decorations. So we can now, because of her, so we can have this beautiful clothing on. This room just filled with this festival oral.
Yeah, I mean, I really love the decorations, and I can see just put a whole amount of effort into that as well. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Yeah, I really love the colour and the lights, and just remind me, vaguely about Christmas as well, because I have some family and friends who go like crazy at Christmas, and they decorate basically the whole house, all the rooms and even the exterior in lights and decorations. So it reminds me of a little bit.
Yes.
Right.
Hi James. About this Chinese Spring Festival, do you know some some mythology about it?
Okay, so of course, a lot of us are familiar with the Chinese term for Happy New Year, the Xinyan, but there's a word in there called Nian. So I believe there's an important story, an important myth behind that. So perhaps who's going to talk about that? Is it going to be or you?
I didn't hear you. Try to
Okay,
hear.
so you know the Chinese term Xinyan quite a lot, but this word Nian also refers to a mythical monster. Is that right?
Yes, yes. So
Okay, so who's going to take this one? Do you want to tell the story, or do you want me to?
okay, you can do this on. You can share this story too.
Okay, so I will give this a try, and then at the end you can correct me if I say anything that's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. So a long time ago, there was a village, and there was a mythical monster which was called Nian, and everyone was afraid of it. And I believe, the monster called Nian used to come out at the New Year. Is that right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Okay. And when the monster came, all of the villagers were scared. They ran away to go and hide because the monster also ate the children. Is that right? So obviously not a very nice monster.
Yes.
Okay. But one year there was an old man that when everybody left the village, he actually refused and he stayed behind and he said he wasn't afraid. And when the villagers came back for the New Year, they found that the man was still living. No, he was fine. The monster hadn't hurt him, and they asked him, what, why weren't you afraid of the monster? Or why didn't the monster eat you? And he told the villagers that the monster was actually afraid of the lanterns and also the firecrackers and the fireworks. So when New Year's Eve came along, he decorated the village, or maybe his home at least, in all of the colour red, all of the lanterns. And when the time came, he set off all of the fireworks and the firecrackers, and had the effect of scaring the Nian monster away. And it's my understanding that from that year on, the myth goes that every time the New Year approaches, people decorate their homes and all of the lanterns. Yeah, okay, a lot of the family are back. So they decorate their homes and all of the lanterns and set off the fireworks, and every year that keeps the Nian monster away. So is that right?
Yeah. This
Okay,
like,
thank you.
try that. Because I'm just this is why I picked up this color red, because this is red one is also the lucky color, and to put it on, because in that story that in traditional Chinese mythology, people will pass up the red colors to drive away the beast, this mythical beast in this story, to drive him away, and to also out off the disease and the bad luck, bad fortunes. It's just like that. And then meanwhile, we also set up for the firecrackers. And also, at this evening, at this night, we are going to stay up. We call it 守睡. Stay up, just stay until the midnight. Then we try to sleep because it's some also the custom because of that mythology, the stories.
Okay, and that's something we're going to be following here as well. So our plan is to stay until midnight at least, and see how much fun and how alert people still are. So, but once that mahjong table is warmed up, I'm sure I'll be getting 2 hours of use today.
Yeah, maybe later we can watch this New Year drama, and with family members. It's also a time to share this happy moments, and it's a moment just to talk with families and to share what happened in the last year, share their happiness, or sometimes even this not so happy stories with families, because it's and even at that moment we feel so warm at heart.
Sure, and it's a really good opportunity for family members who don't get to see each other very often to meet up and share their stories and experiences over the past year. And that's very true for us this year as well, because although Chongqing and Hechuan are so close, maybe only 50 kilometers away, and there are still many family members we don't see very often. So even like this evening, there's some family members we haven't really seen for the entire year. So they will be coming a little bit later. So again, that would be a really good opportunity to catch up with them.
Excellent.
Yes. Yeah. So now, shall we call it today?
Yeah, well, I can say, I don't want you to go hungry. It looks like that food has been waiting on the table all the time. So, yeah, over here as well, I think very soon we're going to get those rice balls boiled up and we'll be getting stuck into those. Okay, so I won't hold you on my side anyway. So, again, for me, Happy New Year to all of you. It's been a pleasure to meet you and also join you in the live stream this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you and Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing you again on another iChongqing live stream very, very soon.
Yeah, we're going to see you again, everyone, our fans from all over the world, and we're going to see you in the Odyssey year, and hope everything will go better in the new year.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, all the best wishes for the year of the ox. I'll just let some family members here say hello. So we've got some people coming here. 是水生新年快乐吧？是我在做一个直播。是新年快乐吧？新年快乐。Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's one of my aunts here. Okay. So yeah, she can't speak English, but she just said a Happy New Year. Do you want to say as well?
新年快乐 ，Happy New Year！
Happy New Year！ 最后再说一声新年快乐吧。
新年快乐！谢谢，Happy New Year！ 新年快乐
Okay, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, okay, so Happy New Year, Chinese New Year of the Ox to our audience. And yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing you again very soon.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year! Bye bye, 新年快乐！
新年快乐
Wish all the people health and happiness and Happy New Year and 恭喜发财。
Yeah, yeah, wishing health and prosperity for the next
Bring
year.
a lot of fortune in the upcoming years.
恭喜发财！
哇，
中国的圆圆的汤圆。
我也我。
Oh, you got this perfect here. You got the same ones over there as well. Oh, okay, yeah, she's yeah, I'll tell you, she's enthusiastic.
恭喜发财！
Yeah.
中国汤圆，又是肉是肉，又是毛头包起来。
Yeah, okay, yeah. So just wishing everybody prosperity and health for the new year. And to symbolise that, yeah. So we've got some of our freshly made dumplings and rice balls as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very tasty, definitely.
So.
粉丝有数百万个。数百万。
And I hope you guys, no matter in your studies or careers or health, the year to come.
Yeah, same here as well. Yeah, so again, just everybody, health, happiness, prosperity. Hope everything goes perfectly in this new year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Thank you for sharing this beautiful light with us. And Sean, thank you just have this visual face on our fancy dealers. So, thank you guys. Bye. Have a good day or good life and good lives.
Yeah, okay, so wherever you are in the world watching us, thank you for following us on Ching. It's been a pleasure again. Yeah, and I look forward to seeing you all again soon. So Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
好了，爸爸。